Welcome back to another video. My name is Matt and I help people overcome retroactive jealousy. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my top three tips on overcoming retroactive jealousy. My top three suggestions for you. Now, if you're someone who watches this channel often, you probably might say, well, Matt, I probably already know. You're going to say, meditation. You're going to say, don't explore the thoughts. You're going to say, those things. I promise I won't say that in this video. These are three things that maybe I've touched on before in other videos, but I don't think really done a video focusing on these three things that I feel are very, very important. And if you don't know this already, or these three things isn't something that you've committed to, you need to do so, because I think it's going to make the process and your journey in overcoming retroactive jealousy much, much more difficult, and maybe even not even possible to get to that final goal of freedom if you're not completely sure on these three things I'm going to share with you. So we'll dive into that in just a moment. Before we do, if you can take a quick moment and smash the like button to activate YouTube's algorithm, I'd greatly appreciate that. All right, so the first one, my first tip in overcoming retroactive jealousy is decide if this is what you really want. Decide if this relationship is what you really want. And the reason this is very crucial, and coming to this understanding, knowing this answer will make life so much easier for you, is because this journey in overcoming RJ, this process, everything, it's very difficult. It's very difficult, and you have to know why you're doing this, okay? Is your partner worth it? Is your relationship worth it? All those questions are 1,000% crucial in this, because if you're really unsure, like you don't know if you want to go through with this, you're just kind of on the fence about it, chances are you're not going to come out the other side. Chances are, you might fall down quite a bit on this process and not be able to really get back up. You have to have that motivating factor of, I'm doing this because I want my relationship to work. I love my partner. I'm just going through this right now, and if I can just overcome this, there'll be nothing holding me back to experience the most amazing love, amazing relationship ever. So it's important that you understand that, and I don't think I preach that enough on this channel. Like, if that's what you really want, like I knew when I was struggling with retroactive jealousy, like I knew I want to be with my partner. I want to be with this girl. She's incredible. Like, I want to marry her. Like, even though I was feeling like crap and having all these horrible thoughts, I knew, like, deep down, or on that surface level, that like, I don't care. Like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to be with her, whatever it takes to be with her. Even if that means experiencing, suicidal thoughts, which I was experiencing, even if it means experiencing panic attacks, it's all worth it because I want to be with this person. That's how sure you have to be. That's how sure. And if you're not sure, that's okay. If you're not sure this person's, that you want to go through this for this person, again, no judgments. That's totally okay. But just understand, if you end the relationship, retroactive jealousy will return in some form in another relationship. Now, that might not necessarily be like complete 100% thoughts about, your new partner's past, but it will manifest itself in maybe generalized jealousy, maybe bouts of just stress and anxiety throughout your life, and other aspects of, things that really shouldn't make you stressed out or anxious or depressed or certain things you take offense to and really kind of drop you down on that emotional scale. Retroactive jealousy will come back. More than likely, like 99% of the time, it will come back in the form of already, as it is now, retroactive jealousy. But in the case it doesn't, that slim chance, it will manifest in other ways. So don't think this is like, a quick escape. If I just break up with my partner, I'll be fine in the next relationship. All chances are that's not going to happen at all. So decide, is your partner worth it? Is this worth going through? It's going to be a battle, it's going to be a struggle, it's going to be a fight, but if it's worth it to you, you can absolutely overcome this. So that's my first tip. Make sure this is something that you really want to do, that your partner's worth it, that this relationship is worth it. The second tip is decide right now that you can do this, that you can overcome retroactive jealousy. Again, this is one thing that I'm starting to talk about more in my videos, because I'm starting to see the importance of it, is having yourself on your side as, I can do this. And that's so important, because again, this process, everything about this is very difficult. You're going to have some very tough days. And there's going to be days where, you need help, but there's no one around to help you. No one else understands. And so you have to come back to yourself and be like, I can do this. I will do this. It's possible. What's possible for one is possible for me. If this is just a bad day, I can overcome this. I will get through this. This day is going to end at some point, and there's going to be a new day tomorrow. And on that new day tomorrow, I'm going to smash it. I'm going to kick butt. You have to decide now. And really it is. It's just a decision. You have to decide now, I can do this and I will do this. And when I reflect back on my own life, my own struggle with retroactive jealousy, like that's really what was the game changer for me. Because again, I went from like suicidal thoughts, panic attacks all the time, not knowing how I'm going to get out of this thing, just feeling so stuck, to and having that just be every day of my life, to just making the decision that, I'm seeing people online, I'm seeing different people that are overcoming this. I'm seeing people that aren't even struggling with this. Like, I know I can do this. It seems hard, like there might be not a way out, but if this person can do it, if that person, I know I can do it. I don't know how, maybe necessarily, but I know I can do it. And it was just in that decision, just saying I can do this, which really started changing everything. And when I started reading more about RJ, like I comprehended it more. When I talked to other people about it, I understood what they were saying more. Like something just clicked in me, and I went from, I don't think there's a way out of this, so I don't really care what you have to say, to I know there's a way out. I've decided that I will find that way out, and I'm open to receiving, any advice, any information to lead me down that pathway. So you have to decide in this moment that you can do this. This is something that you can absolutely overcome. Again, if I was able to do it from as low as I was, I never went to a doctor or anything. I probably should have, because I was in bad shape. But to where I am now, like you can do this. And I'll leave it at that. I won't preach anymore, but you can absolutely do this. So don't for 1 second think you can't. Decide right now that you can. And I'm telling you, once you make that decision, things will start to shape for you. Things will start to come into your life for you that will actually help you on this journey in overcoming RJ even faster. So the final one I'm going to talk about is to develop a plan and stick to it. That's my third tip. Develop a plan and stick to it. And I've mentioned this in videos before. I call it groundhogging. And that's a kind of a popular term among kind of like motivational speakers and business teachers. Is find what works, find a successful formula, and do it every single day. And just like Groundhog's Day, like Bill Murray getting stuck in the same loop, same day over and over and over again. Continue to do it on a regular basis. Develop your plan. Maybe that's, meditate first thing in the morning. Maybe that's exercise first thing in the morning. Maybe that's make sure you eat fruit for breakfast, something that makes you feel good. Maybe that's I'm doing, one thing each day that you love to do, doing something for you, whatever that is. But find those things that really make you feel good, watching a movie with your partner, going for a walk with your partner, and do them on a daily basis. Do them on a daily basis, one after another, and just stick with that plan, stick with that routine, no matter what, no matter on your worst days. Stick with that routine, and that's going to be so powerful for you, so powerful for you. And I have an app. I didn't use it back then, but I use it now, and I believe it's called Habit Tracker, but I'll confirm that. But basically, you type in like the habits you want to start developing, like that you want to do every single day, and it's like meditate, exercise, eat healthy, don't ask questions to my partner. Like you can put those, and it will alert you every day. Make sure that you meditate today. Make sure you do this. And like once you do, you actually go in and you click like, yes, I did this. Yes, I did this. Yes, I did this. And it will register, and it will actually show you, throughout the whole year, how many days you meditated, how many days in a row. It keeps track. So it's kind of like that motivation for you. That's the way I always see it, is like, because I'll put stuff on there that I don't want to do, like do the laundry or like do the dishes. But like it almost gets me excited to do it. Like, oh, that's another time I can click the button, to register that I did it. And so it motivates you, inspires you. And I do that with like my meditation too, still, is like I put in there meditate. And so it's like every day it's like, above else, like that meditation's good for me. On the days that I don't feel like doing meditation, I was like, no, I need to do it. So I can click that stupid button in the app. So whatever you can do to develop a routine and just stick to it no matter what is going to be very powerful for you in overcoming retroactive jealousy. I'm telling you, just sticking to it, because the more and more you do it, the easier it then becomes, and the sooner, you know, your RJ will really start to dissolve and dwindle away. So these 3 tips are very, very important. And as the more like nowadays, I'm kind of like studying like a lot of research on like the brain and stuff like that, and just this idea that having a positive mindset, a positive outlook, stuff to fall back on, is so powerful in sticking with something. So that's why these 3 tips really have to do with you, you know, really have to do with, you know, is this worth it? Is this something I want to do? Like, make that decision. Yes. If it is, you always have that to fall back on. Can I do this? Yes. You always have that to fall back on. You know, can I develop a routine that I can stick to every single day that I like doing, that eventually will become a habit? Yes. And that's exactly what will happen. So you always have that to fall back on. And that's so powerful in you in overcoming retroactive jealousy. It starts and ends with you. So if you have that inspiration, that motivation behind yourself to push you every single day by doing these 3 things, I'm telling you, your journey to freedom is going to come fast, and you're going to come out on this other side so much bigger, better, badder than you ever were before. I'm telling you, and it's going to be so awesome to see you get there. So I'll leave it at that for now. If you enjoyed this video, please take a moment and smash the like button for YouTube's algorithm. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you have not already done so. Click the notification bell so you are alerted every time I post a new video. Also, please check out the links in the description below. I got my 2 courses down there on sale now. I'd love for you to enroll in those. I will help you overcome retroactive jealousy through a series of video courses, through a series of activities as well. I just added on, if you're a part of the 7-day Retroactive Jealousy Road to Freedom program, I added on a couple new lessons in there, talking about a morning routine and things like that. So if you're already a member of those courses, that's yours for free already. So go ahead and log in. You have access to those lessons now. If you're not already enrolled, you can enroll today, have access to all that, plus all the bonuses that I just added. So please check that out below. Also, I've got a free meditation, free Facebook group, some freebies down there. So be sure to check everything out before you go today. But that's it for me for now. Have a wonderful, awesome day. See you in the next video.